Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading for Pisces. How are you guys this week? Pisces, this is a general read. Any aspect of your life, please just take it how it resonates. If it doesn't, just leave it behind for someone else. Pisces, what is it you need to know? Wants to come out. I see a decision, judgment. Yeah. Someone looking at a situation here with the Princess of Pentacles. This is an energy of looking at things very carefully, taking your time. Yeah, we have the King of Pentacles here. Some Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energies. This is a person who focuses a lot on money, the future. This is someone who often likes to plan and prepare. I see truth and a victory. Yeah. We have the Queen of Cups. There you are. Yeah, some of you may have a decision to make. You may have a little aha moment here, because we know often with the Prince of Pentacles, it's an energy of there's often a lack of clarity. Okay, so it's telling you to look at the situation. Looks like you have a decision. It could be out with the old, in with the new. It's often someone who's taken time to heal. It's an energy of release and renew. So you can see we have someone who's ready for something new. Yeah, we have a been there, done that energy. Look at that. Things are speeding up here. I do see a busy time ahead, but this looks like communication here. There's going to be, this is where you kind of read between the lines and have this little moment. So you look at what's missing, what's lacking in this communication. You may be communicating with this person, and they are someone here who I feel often likes to plan, prepare for the future. But it has to do with someone here who I feel you may not see a future with. Yeah, so we have this maybe feeling like you need to stand up for yourself, feeling a little guarded, defensive, like you need to defend yourself. But it's about, often it's about not letting someone in. And it could even be this person, you know, pushing someone away here, because I feel like you're taking your energy elsewhere, but yet this is still that energy of kind of been there, done that. Yeah, some of you are losing interest in someone here. You may be interested in someone else. Yeah, you can see standing up to someone, not going to let them in. So it is to do with why, and I definitely see the energy of someone not putting all their eggs in one basket here too. See, this is about interest and patience. Yeah, you got a person manifesting. See, it's just someone who has everything they need to manifest. You may be feeling like someone's manipulating. Little manipulation here. So often it's where you're kind of guarded, you know, and you feel like you don't want to let this person in. But it could be them blocking you as well. Yeah, I see confrontation. Some sort of confrontational energy. Could be competition. Let's have a look at that to just clarify. Yeah, it's an energy of sacrificing. This is someone who doesn't want to sacrifice anything. And it's often when someone manipulates because they want something to go their way, but the other person feels defensive, guarded, being very careful what you believe. See, it's about this person, someone who doesn't want to sacrifice. I feel some of you have sacrificed enough. You've given enough. You've been patient. Now you're losing interest. So this could be even self-sabotage. Often when people manipulate a little bit to get what, you know, to get what they want, because I see making a decision based on this communication, and often having to read between the lines because it's not clear. Yeah, and you can see this energy of cooperating, compromising. See, somebody wants the other person to cooperate and compromise with them, but they're not willing to do the same. So I feel like you're losing interest here. And I do feel like you've been patient, waiting for this person to communicate. But what I feel is going to happen, I feel like you're just going to go down a new path. Because this is an energy of a person who doesn't want to give in to anything. They want you to bend over backwards to please them. So I feel like you've sacrificed enough here. Yeah. Let's have a look at the judgment. Just see here. Yeah. So there's been some hurt feelings. Someone here for a good time, not a long time. It's often a person who's kind of focused on self. You know, it's all about me. They want you to be the one to do the sacrificing. And I feel like you're standing up to someone here, or you're just going to block them. And often when you do stand up to someone with this energy, they'll block you. So I feel like you're losing interest. Been there, done that. You're out of here. Yeah, you're seeing the bigger picture. So you're going to get, some of you are getting yourself out there. This person may be very fully aware that you're open to other offers and opportunities here, because this is someone who's definitely healed, self-care and nurturing, taking care of yourself. But this is also putting yourself out there. Yeah, you want someone who cooperates, compromise. You want someone who spends time with you. See, it's all about coming together. But I do feel it's an energy of just going down this path here. I feel like you're losing interest and you're moving forward. Yeah, you're walking away. See, because they don't want to cooperate and compromise. They want you to. So this is why I feel if you stand up to them, they'll probably block you. But this person, I feel, is very much aware that you know they were manipulating. See, they're trying to manifest this new beginning, I feel. So like I say, I feel like you're walking away. It's not emotionally fulfilling. See, this is someone who doesn't share a lot of emotions and feelings. And I feel they're just kind of focused on self. It's all about me. And there's been hurt, possibly even third-party situations. So there's something this person said. And I'm going to tell you, it's self-sabotage. Because I feel they manipulated to try to get you to give in to them. Yeah, a little bit self-absorbed. It's all about me. Here for the good times. See, someone who's here for the good times. Soon as there's confrontation or words spoken they don't want to hear, they just block. Yeah, look at that. You have other opportunities coming in. So it is about love. So you want someone who wants to spend time with you, be with you, things you have in common. See, likely nothing in common with this person. They could be the one feeling that way. Tell me about the Magician. Yeah, see, being very much aware. See, there was manipulation. Now, they could be, thinking that you're doing it to them. But I really feel this is someone who's self-sabotaged because they don't want to sacrifice anything. They want you to sacrifice. You give in to me. You bend over backwards to, give me what I want. Fill my cup. You are actually moving towards emotional fulfillment because I feel like you have other opportunities coming in. You're losing interest. Yeah, see, there's other communication. Look at that. This person may try to come in. So like I say, a little guarded, defensive. I see conflict, jealousy. It's someone manipulating, maybe trying to make you feel jealous. But I feel like you're just not interested in this. And to me, it's just somebody who's kind of playing games here. Yeah, you can see there's that spark desire. See, trying to manifest what they desire. There's a lot of desire, but like I feel here, you're being very careful what you believe. You're going to look at things carefully, and even with the other energy coming in, because you can see there's a lot of attraction here. Yeah, see, they desire you, they find you attractive, but there's no emotion. So they're very focused on that physical. They want you to fill their cup, kind of give me what I want. Yeah, it's a person who often makes up excuses, but listen to the story this person tells you. This has been an energy coming in for some signs this week. Always listen to the story. They feel sorry for me, poor me, or they make up a lot of excuses. See, they keep pushing you away. So now I feel some of you are just fed up. You're just done. You're moving on. You have other opportunities coming in. Yeah, see, it's the way they conduct themselves. You're not on the same page. I feel it's a question of their morals and their values. This is someone who doesn't conform to society's rules. They kind of like to have things their way. Yeah, being immature too. I feel it's just somebody who's kind of immature. And you can look at it as someone who's just not ready. But, once the manipulation starts, the story and the excuses, this is where I feel like it's time to move on. Yeah, see, somebody here, and what you're seeing and is this, whatever it is this person's saying, you're reading between the lines. Because you're having to, because it lacks clarity. So whenever things aren't clear, it's some kind of manipulation. Now, I don't feel like this person was out to cause harm. Often it just has to do with they don't want to conform. They don't want to commit to anything. They always have an excuse. But they kind of want you to be available to them. So I feel like you're no longer available to this person. Yeah, I think you've lost interest. Look at that, moving on. You got beautiful change coming. See, and I feel this is something that's probably changed you forever. Why? Because you're now going to look at how people communicate. So you're going to make a choice in love here. You're going to choose wisely, I feel. You're going to take your time. You're not rushing into anything. See, anybody who rushes in quickly tries to pressure you to take things to the next level, too. The physical connection. See, there's a lot of focus on that. The way they talk, communicate. To me, it shows they're only interested in one thing, right? They really don't want to commit. But there's something being revealed here about this person not being loyal and faithful. And it could have been a manipulation, like to make you jealous. But I feel you're making this decision. You're choosing to walk away. Yeah, look at that. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you don't necessarily see a future with this person, but I do think you're not putting all your eggs in one basket, you know. Good for the goose, good for the gander. I do see opportunities coming forward here. So who is it that's coming forward? I do see a Gemini. There's lots of water here. Tell me about this. So you want love. You want love. You want to be emotionally fulfilled. This isn't emotionally fulfilling. Yeah, you got options, opportunities. You're just going to keep them open here. Yeah, you got somebody coming in, though. I can see it. There's change coming, change for the better. But I feel what you're seeing is this person will never change. But it's something changing you. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, see, it has to do with making a commitment. Somebody who comes in right. See, this is someone who doesn't even come in right because this is how they're coming in. So it's like, feel sorry for me, you know. They're focused on self-absorbed. So even if this person comes in to apologize, it's all about them. You see, self-absorbed. They talk about self. It's all about me. It's even if they apologize, it's never really about you. It's about them. That's why I feel the pity party. Feel sorry for me. So I do think you're learning something from this, and you're going to apply this to the next situation. But this has to do with the energy of getting a commitment, somebody who comes in right. Yeah, look at that. It's just not showing who's coming, but I feel like you're moving towards this. Yeah, you can see this isn't going to go anywhere. Yeah, you do have someone. Cancer, Pisces, or Aries, Leo, Sag, or Scorpio energy. Yeah, possibly a new crush, a longing. Yeah, you got someone here. You got something new coming in. I think it's just something just developing. Yeah, see, but you're longing for love. You want love. You want love. You don't, you know, you're not just interested in that physical connection. See, you got a person who comes in right. They're confident, bold. I do see a lot of kindness. You're going to use that kindness, compassion. See, this is often someone who will take advantage of someone who's very kind, compassion, often forgiving. But I feel like you're going to continue moving on. I feel like you're losing interest. I feel like you've got another person interested here. So you're just kind of sitting there, I feel, just focusing on self. So you're manifesting what you desire, which is love. And this is yourself being confident and being brave to continue moving forward. But you have a person who comes in who's confident and they already know what they want. See, this is someone who doesn't often really know what they want. They just are focused on the physical. See, they're very focused on that physical, very attracted to you. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like you got this person coming in. I do see a Cancer energy. There you go. Someone who's bold and confident. They know what they want. They're determined to succeed. They come in right. They lay the foundation. This is someone who will commit. Right? They'll commit to, whether it be dating, but it's all about moving forward. They want to be with you. They want to spend time with you. This is where that moment comes. They don't really want to spend time with you. They just want to come in when they want something. So whoever this person is, they're in control of their emotions. They're determined to succeed. They come in right. And they are somebody who's a little more traditional. This is a person who'll pick you up and take you home. They know what they want. I do think this person's quite attractive, but I can see you preparing, right? You're kind of preparing. So I do feel like you're interested in this person, but because of the lessons you've learned, you're going to kind of be cautious and just kind of go with the flow and see what happens. But you've got beautiful change coming. Now, this is something that changes you, how you look at the way people communicate when they come in, when there's a crush. Yeah. But I do feel this person here is also someone who also longs for love. Yeah, it has to do with, and this person may have a little Gemini in their chart as well. You see, love, it's someone who speaks truth. You see, they're loyal. Yeah, they speak truth. This is someone who's, I feel, quite respected. Yeah, see, this is the difference. It's basically showing the difference between these energies. But this is a person who, they analyze, they strategize, they're determined, they feel confident, see, that they can have success. So in other words, they've already made up their mind. They want to connect with you. They want to spend time with you. They want to learn about you. They want to be with you. So they're very confident with this decision. This is also someone who I feels, you know, gets a lot of respect. They expect loyalty. They expect loyalty and faith. I like this energy. Tell me more about the King of Swords. I feel this is this person's energy. You can see that. Yeah, look at that. See, they're confident. They feel confident with this decision that they can have success. I say the crush, the longing. Now, some of you may have two people here too. It literally could be two people, but often it's people's energy. But this is someone who's usually respected by people. But it's an energy, someone who will respect you, right? They'll spend time with you. They want to be with you. They want to learn about you. There's a lot of interest. So they've learned something. This is someone who could be very well aware of what you've dealt with here too. Yeah, see, when you're just about ready to give up. See, when you're just about ready to give up. Yeah. See, almost as someone's just sort of, this is where you just tend, the energy of tending to yourself, your money, finances, just being sensible and practical, making sensible decisions, very grounded, very nice. But I feel like this is where you're just about ready to give up, and here comes a couple people. So it looks like you'll be making a choice, but you're going to use what you've learned here to do with how people communicate, because the King of Swords communicates clearly. They speak truth. See, they want to learn about you. They want to get to know you, what you're interested in, the things you have in common. This person didn't care about any of that. Yeah, and you're going to be looking before you leap. But look at this person. This is someone who's literally ready to go down this path. And I feel like because you're leaving this other person behind, see, now you have other opportunities. So I do feel some of you are probably thinking this person will probably try to come back around, but I feel like you're already heading down this path. But that King of Swords is ready to take that leap of faith. Yeah, look at you got an opportunity here, an invitation opportunity. This is a resurgence of love. Look, you're going to get your cup filled. This is what you're looking for. See, this is somebody here who will tell you the truth, what they're looking for, what makes them happy. See, you're going to spend some time with these, maybe two people here. Yeah, just taking your time, just go with the flow. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles energy. Yes, you want stability. You want someone stable, reliable. And this is the energy. It needs to feel safe. The Queen of Pentacles likes to feel safe. You just want to be able to be comfortable with someone and be yourself. But I feel like you're focused on your own stability. So I definitely see you feeling more confident yourself too. But this person or persons here, you're going to have to choose. The one who fills your cup and makes you happy. Definitely one of these speaks truth. See, they want to learn about you, but this is about the tables turning. And this is where you're going to apply the things you've learned from this other person. Yeah, you can see a house, a home, someone who comes in right. They build a foundation. They commit to, going out and spending time with you. Why? Because they actually want to be with you, where this other person's just focused on that physical connection. And they are quite self-absorbed because I feel like they tell you a story. So it's telling you to apply these lessons you've learned. Sometimes learning the hard way. If you took a risk with someone and things didn't turn out the way you wanted, I feel you're going to change the way you look at the way you communicate. You're going to look at the building of the foundation, learning to see when someone comes in right. So you've got a couple opportunities. Tell me more about the tradition here. This traditional energy. Yeah, see, this is someone who very negative, oppressive. They come in with lack. And this is someone who often, because they lack confidence and they look at things from a negative way, they make you feel like you're not good enough. Okay? So I do think there's kindness, compassion, and forgiveness here, but I still feel like you're going to move on. I feel like you're more open, and I do think you have a couple of interests, because I feel like you're not putting all your eggs in one basket. I also see you with really good financial planning here too. I do see growth. I do see a lot of growth. So you've got a person too who wants to come in. They want to grow with you. They want to spend time with you. Yeah. So this is just an energy of two people who, conflicting personalities, whatever it may be. There's conflict, drama. It's someone who creates drama. So I do feel like, you're not going to sacrifice. You're not going to sacrifice. You've sacrificed enough. You've spent enough time with this person. Yeah, you're definitely, this is where I feel the energy of, see, not going to sacrifice. They don't want to sacrifice, but they expect you to. And that's what I feel. Someone who's kind of entitled, but I feel like you're looking out for yourself. See, this is where you just have this energy of just being single till the right person comes in. And there is likely multiple, but one of them comes in right. See, this is about expectations. Like I say, this is something that didn't turn out the way you expected. But I feel, and I do think you're going to kind of let go of expectations and just go with the flow and see what happens here. You're not chasing after any of it, but I do see communications and multiple opportunities coming in. I do see a busy time. It is telling you to prepare. I see a lot of growth financial for you too. You may be doing things, maybe changing things around your home and sort of just preparing. It's being able to prepare to host someone too. Yeah, someone who likes to prepare. So really nice. And I feel you felt this person was your person, like they were possibly the one at some point. You felt that way. But, things didn't turn out as expected, but you definitely know your worth and your value. I feel like you're setting your goals high too here, raising your standards. Yeah. Very nice. I feel like, it's going to be the feelings being mutual. You're going to connect with this person. Yeah, you're going to make a connection, a new connection. Look at that. Ooh, nice. I definitely feel the person who comes in. I feel like, honestly, I feel like this is some of you just one person in their energies. But if you have a choice, you're going to choose the person that you connect with the most, the one you can communicate with, talk to, where you see eye to eye. You have the same morals and values. Yeah. But I feel this is all up here, you looking at what's lacking in the way they communicate. And I feel like you're going to use this as a reference. Yeah, you're learning. Look at that. A beautiful new cycle. Really nice. I feel money too for some of you. Some of you actually a large purchase, putting a down payment on a home, some of you. But these are two people who are going to build each other up. You're going to team up with someone who's right. See, this person's not a team player. They're all about themselves. And I do feel there's someone who feels entitled. Like if you spend a little time with this person, so they feel entitled to receive something. Yeah, you deserve better. And I do think there is someone who likely is aware and knows about this person. I wouldn't be surprised. But I feel with luck is on your side. Good luck and timing. Yeah, saying to trust, you know it. There you are. Your wisdom, trusting your inner knowing, applying all these lessons. So you're going to trust how you feel. If it feels right, you may take a little chance with this person. But I do think you're going to be quite cautious. The Queen of Pentacles energy shows you're going to be cautious and careful. Yeah, you're going to play it safe. But yeah, you've got love here. You want a partner. But what you're going to be looking for is that emotional availability. if someone's emotionally available. Okay. But I feel like you're going to, with this energy, it's what you're looking for. See, this person's going to talk to you. They want to know what makes you happy, what fulfills you emotionally. So you'll be learning about each other. Yeah, it's a person who wants to be with you. They want to make you happy. That's what you're looking for. See, someone who puts in some effort here. Really nice. Take care of yourself. I do see financial changes coming for the better, stability, and a possible partnership. Take care. Bye for now.